of inviting all of you for this inaugural function of conducting the BSC UPSC online classes. Before we commence, let us start with the invocation. I request Sri Guruba, our past president, and he was the DC, former DC of Commercial Taxes, to start with an invocation. So as you all know, the BSC IAS Academy is being started. It is a unit of Bangalore South Center, which has been mainly started with a motive or intention to help the urban poor and the rural students to take up their career to IAS, UPSC and other competitive exams. With this intention, we have started this. Now we have with us Sri Govindraj Garu. He is the Chairman and Managing Director of Vaishnavi Group. In fact, he is our backbone who gave initial support and also continuation support to us. And in fact, this whole infrastructure has been given by him to us to fully furnished everything. And he said, okay, this is the cost which we have to support. So he started, and he is with us all the time. And we have Sri D.M. Vijay Bhaskar Garu. He was a former Chief Secretary. In fact, he inaugurated the IAS Academy in the GKVK campus, and he is with us. And in fact, he is in the mock interviews as well as the inauguration of the classes. He is also supporting us how we have to conduct ourselves for conducting the UPSC and other competitive exams. So we welcome you all, sir. We have with us one of my close friends as well, Sri R.N. Shastri. He is a retired IAS, and he held different departments in the government of Karnataka. And he is also in the panel of mock interviews with us. Shastri Garu will also welcome you. We have with us also, we call as a Pitamaha for our organization, Y. Ramakrishna Garu. So he always, anytime when we request his help, he always extends his help unconditionally. And that's why we call him Pitamaha for our community. Now welcome Ramakrishna Garu. We also have the Kamavar Sangam President, Sri Rajgopal Garu, who is running the very prestigious KSIT group of institutions, and we welcome Rajgopal Garu. We also have Rukmakal Naik Garu, who is the chairman of Krishna group of institutions. We also welcome you. And I also welcome the office bearers of the Kamma Mari Sangam group of institutions, Mr. Yogamurthy, our It is my pleasure to invite the prospective students who have come here. We have invited a few people who are locally here. Many people are online students. So we invited a few of the people here, and we welcome you all. Also, all the best to your career guidance. I also welcome Srimati Renuka Naidu, who she is the vice she represents other directors like and the least but not the last but not the least, our committee members. In fact, they are the best of the committee members for the support what I get. But for their support, I am sure wouldn't have reached or wouldn't have conducted ourselves in this better way. I once again invite all the committee members in total, though not in my name, I invite other people. I also invite our faculty, the director of our organization, Sanket, please come. Who is also part of the organization to raising the faculty side in the topics. And all the people, ladies and gentlemen, let me have the pleasure once again to invite you to this inaugural function. Before we go ahead, I just want to give a brief note about how we work at the IAS Academy. This is our third year. This is our third year of conducting the classes. Last year there are 35 students who have taken the online coaching classes with us. Out of that, 7 students wrote preliminary exams this Sunday. This is the 10th. 7 students have done. They are confident they are successfully done, but wait and see how the results are going to come. And we have done about 500 hours of training conducted in the classes, online classes, the last year. We have conducted 35 mock tests for the students, subject-wise as well as the UPSC standard-wise. 35 mock tests were conducted. Digitally, they will know the answers, but how they corrected. And each of the paper we used to give them what is the correct answer, why the wrong answer has come, what should have been the way you have to analyze. So the analytical approach, afterwards, we give the answers as well as the analytical approach we used to provide. And then last year we have started the mock interviews for the students who has completed the mains. We have a panel of mock interviews, which is also headed by our Vijay Bhaskar Garu, and he is also likely to come, maybe he may join us. So, and Ravi Shastri and other people, they are there. So last time, because of the, I request the mobiles to please keep on silent. So last time we wanted to do the mock interviews, and then by then there was a corona restrictions, and many of the people have reached Delhi for their interview schedules, fearing any lockdown or any kind of issues. So we could, the 4 people have attended the mock interview last year. Out of that, 2 people, I am proud to say that 2 people have been successful in clearing the UPSC exam. Out of that, one girl is from Anupaya or Kama girl. She secured 48th rank. And another girl, her name is Sai Mansa. Another is Vaisak Bagi. He is a candidate from ST candidate from Karnataka. He got 744 rank. So I congratulate me. About this year program, what we thought we let us make, because our institute is still infant, people have to know that what we are doing and how we are conducting. So we have conducted the All India Scholarship Entrance Examination test, All India basis. This is online examination. About 75 students have taken the online examination. And the top 25 people, the management have decided, the top 25 people will be given the free scholarships. So the top 10, 100%, then we made 50% next 10, and then 50% like that. So 25 candidates are eligible. We have declared them the scholarships for this year. And so far, about 45 students have registered with us on online for the IAS academic training. This is in addition to about 20 students who has already taken the classes for the last year batch. They have not taken the billing. They will be continuing with us for this year also. In addition to that, about 120 students, because we did online marketing in the Facebook and YouTube, about 120 students, they have showed interest. So they are yet to take a decision on this. But in any case, we are restricting the maximum of 100 students for this year, the intake, because that will be easy crowd for us to control them. Because each of the candidates, we are allotting a mentorship also. There will be one mentor who will be following it up each of the 5 to 6 students, and they will find out what is the difficulty, not only the academics wise, physics wise, or then economic wise, or if there is any problem, we will try to solve them. So one-to-one interaction will be there. So we have limited ourselves for 100 students for this. These are maximum for this year. And we are doing only the online classes for this year, because that will be more helpful. The online classes, because the students can, though they are studying or even they are employed, the online classes, if they miss out, the same class, the class is kept in the website with their password and login ID. Only the people who are registered will be given. They can log in even at their convenience, maybe after reaching home, maybe after 8 o'clock or whatever time it is. And even if some people who wants to have one more session of the same class, they can still log in and see it and get clarified. So this is how we are conducting the online classes. We have with us a very experienced faculty. They are about 7 to 8 years of experience in exclusively on the UPSC coaching side. They themselves have appeared for the UPSC. For example, our Sanket has appeared for twice up to intro level in the UPSC, and he also cleared IAS, but he decided to be in the faculty. He is in the other faculties also, but he dedicated now with us in teaching us. Along with us, we have other faculty people. Mr. Sinha, please come. He is also one of our faculty with us. He teaches environment and other science and technology, which is his specialty. He is with the defense and other institutions he used to teach. He is also with us. And another
Internet.
because they're occupied elsewhere, but they will be logging into the class for the Zoom class when the after our session, inaugural session, they will be taking. We have an experienced, very experienced faculty who is trained mostly into the this kind of UPSC.
Recording in progress.
This kind of training, and mainly because what they are supposed to know is what not to read, because the students supposed to read, because history means history is so vast, economy is so vast. So what they are supposed to know, what they are not supposed to read, and what they are supposed to focus on. So this kind of, there are some techniques which our faculty will be maybe explaining in the modus operandi from a while now. And we are providing the student the study material, which is the content has been prepared from the experienced people from the keeping the UPSC in mind. They did not refer all the books available in the market and get confused themselves. We have consolidated and condensed what exactly has to be studied. So each subject we have a soft study material which we are providing. We are also providing the NCERT books for the students, because NCERT is the basic level. I think everybody has understood that is NCERT level books we are giving. Then we are also giving current affairs monthly magazines. Every month we will give the current affairs subject-wise preparation. The journal is given to the students for them to prepare and update themselves. And we have the mock tests, as I have indicated. Subject-wise mock tests will be there, and UPSC level mock tests will be there. Then of course when they complete the mains, there will be mock interviews also going to give. All these books and everything we are giving. We are giving the coaching absolutely free of cost. We are not charging anything for the students. Only a nominal amount is being charged for the study material, the books, mock tests, and then magazines and things. That way it is at the cost to cost basis. Otherwise, if you go for any commercial institute here to take an academic classes, 1.5 to 2 lakh rupees they are charging now, but we are not charging anything for the student. This is absolutely kept in mind the urban poor and as well as the rural students, so that they can take it up and then fulfill their this thing. And from this year onwards, the idea is that actually the academy started mainly to keep the career guidance in mind, because there are only certain people who have a zeal and fire, really want to crack the UPSC, they can take it up. Even if they maybe 1 or 2 attempts if they fail, or if they feel that it may not be possible, then we have a plan B always in the place. Plan B consists of competing with other competitive exams like BI, banking, and defense, and railways. On those, there are many competitive exams, which I am sure once you are exposed to UPSC level, 100% you will be able to crack that. But we don't take the plan B as the prime thing as far as the UPSC candidates who are appearing. But only when you feel that plan B will also help you. Suppose, okay, first attempt or something you missed out, you can still get into the plan B option, get some job, and still pursue your plan A. So this idea is that. So we wanted many people after completing the graduation, they will not know what exactly they are supposed to do. They simply after graduation they will go for, okay, I want a job. So this is just like that job cannot come. So you have to prepare for yourself and compete for the exam. Then definitely you will be able to do that. So plan B we wanted to emphasize this year equally. So we are making one employment bureau, so that all the students, whoever it is, they can register with us with their experience, with their graduate board qualification they had. Then we will keep that as and when every year we are declaring them what are the competitive exams available next month, which is the last date, and when they can apply, who are eligible, and what is the link like that. So if they register themselves, who can give coaching for banking and KAS, some competitive exams also. This is our main focus with regard to academy is concerned. I once again thank all the sponsors, well-wishers, and team members in particular, faculty and staff of academy, in successfully implementing the vision of our academy. I request now Sri Govindaraj Garu, our sponsor here, in fact he is our support, backbone to us, I can say that, to present the scholarship certificates through his hand. No, he will do that on the what we thought at the time of inauguration you will be doing that. Okay. So I call upon Netravati. Anisha. Let me Manikanta. Lakshan. I request the dignitaries at the stage to distribute the NCRT books as a token we are giving to all the people. So few of the people who wanted to give, I call upon Ajit. With this, I request Sri Govindaraj Garu to give a message as well as advice to us.
Honorable Please, dear friends, students who are aspiring to build a career for themselves by taking up the competitive exams. It is a very good initiative done by Bangalore South Center to take up this particular initiative. Earlier, they were planning restrictly only to the community as per se, but later on, I think they also thought on a broader lines. I think the rural poor should have been given more importance because they lack a lot of career guidance, just not a UPSC exam. They just don't know as to how they may have to take up their career. But the initiative by you all is really appreciable. You have also extended this to the urban poor who I think have fairly, they are more exposed than the rural students. So a good initiative as a part of a CSR from our organization. We are doing whatever best to support this particular initiative by you. And great job, thank you.
Thank you all.
And all the best.
Now I request our well-wisher, Sri M. Garu, to inaugurate the classes by lighting the lamp.
Sir. Netra.
Both. Say it once, say it once.
ನೇತ್ರ ಹಂಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಪುರಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಫ್ಲೇಮ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಫ್ಲೇಮ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು
ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕರ್ಪೂರ ಪೆಟ್ಟಿನ ಮುಂದಾಗೆ ಐವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ दीप में सरी सर अच्छा
Now I request Vijay Bhaskar Garu to give a keynote address as well as advice to the students also. This is being a delegation through Zoom, so all the students will be linked there. So you can address as well as to the students. You can sit down as a computer component.
Shri Ravindranath Naidu Garu, Shri R.N. Shastri, who was my earlier boss in the education ward, Government of Karnataka, Shri Rajagopal Garu, Shri Ramakrishna Garu, Shri Rukman Gada Naidu Garu, all friends and members, supporters of Bangalore South Center, IAS Academy, students, candidates who are enrolled. It gives me great pleasure to inaugurate this IAS coaching program for this year. Though the preliminary exam and code is already completed, they will be coached for the main exam now and thereafter for the interview. The civil service exams are becoming more and more popular because this is one of the opportunities to get into the driving seat of Indian administration, so to say, and you get immense possibilities, opportunities to make a difference in administration, society, economic, political, social development in the country. So there are many students, many of them make many attempts. Of course, they spend a number of months, years in preparation for this. And last year, about 4.8 lakh students appeared for the examination, preliminary exam. Out of this 4.8 lakhs, only around 10,000 were selected for the preliminary. So, at the preliminary stage, the chances of getting selected for a main is 1:50. And in the preliminary also, it is only the first paper which counts. So there is a lot of competition to do, and absolutely, I think selection will be based on decimal points of whatever you score. So there is you have to prepare very well for prelims, and because you must have done so, whoever has appeared for the prelims. Rather than waiting for the results of prelim, I think it is very good that BSC IAS Academy has started coaching for the main exam. main exam also would require more than a year's training, coaching training. But because of COVID situation, I think the main exam will be in
It is in December.
December.
They announced.
So there is very little time to prepare for the main exam also. So many of you must have already prepared for it. You have already selected your optionals. Selection of optionals is one of the most important aspects of preparing for the main exam. You have already selected it, but at least for the next, in case those of you who are not selected. So please don't hesitate to change your optionals. We find that many students, they take optionals which they may not have studied. Also, depending upon the scoring ability of the optionals, the syllabus available in the optionals. This year, I am told anthropology, political science, international relations, these are the most two optionals where most candidates score high marks. Anthropology has been traditionally a very popular subject because I am told the syllabus is smaller and it has a more scoring subject. So selection of optionals is very important. I find, for instance, MBA students, they do not do very well in management because management is a very vast topic and they are unable to complete the portion. So you have to take up a subject which, as Ravindranath Garu said, what to leave out is very important, as important as what to study because of the vast syllabus. It does help, of course, if you have done some subject which is close to drill, where chances of scoring are more in your graduation. I did economics as my optionals. When we did it, we had two optionals, economics. I did MA in economics from Mits Pilani. And I took sociology as the second optional because I had done sociology during my youth. Though I come from agriculturist family background, my father was an agriculturist. He came to Bangalore, migrated to Bangalore, my parents. Both of them studied only 5th standard. So my father could only sign and he did not do anything more. And in spite of that, they focused on, they spent a lot for my education, put me in good schools, and I could my father, he gave me the goal of becoming a collector. So people from rural areas, for them, collector is the big man. So here in Karnataka, we call them deputy commissioners. In Tamil Nadu, Andhra, they are called collectors. Collectors are very important. So my father said you should study and become a collector. And that is how, right from my school days, I had this goal of becoming writing the IAS. So after my 10th standard, rather than taking science, usually all students take science in PUC, but I took arts because I thought it would be easier for me to prepare for IAS if I take arts. And after that, I joined Mits Pilani because it is the system of education was very good there. And first I took management and then I shifted to economics. So it helped me a lot in my preparation for the BSC civil service exam. I got, because I did the examination when I was in the 4th year of my 5-year course. Therefore, whatever I studied in economics was fresh in my mind. I think it is a good idea to start preparing right when you are in graduation for your civil service exam, so that whatever you study is fresh in your mind, especially if your optional is the same as what you studied. And of course, it is plan B is very, very important, and preparation for plan B is also important. So, though you may be preparing for the civil service exam, there are many other opportunities. For instance, KAS exam, bank examination, probationary officer examinations are there. A number of other staff selection commission examinations are there. So I urge you to prepare for all of these, because we are not, as I said, out of 4.8 lakh students, candidates who wrote this exam this year, only about 800 were selected. So therefore it is, you have more than 99% of those who appear will not get it, cannot get it also. So you have to have plan B. So rather than just appearing, just depending upon more and more attempts, I would say after you should have a target, because you all have to, you spend a lot of your parents' money, spend a lot of your own most productive time. And this is the most productive age, your 20s, when you are preparing for the civil service exam. And if you, I find some candidates, because their parents are rich, they can afford to send them to cities and pay for their coaching for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. They waste a lot of their productive years in this preparation. So I would suggest that you have a limit. Say, okay, I will do 2 attempts, 3 attempts. After that, you should have a plan B. And the best thing is, during the first attempt itself, you appear for these other exams, get into some service so that you start earning. And that gives you confidence. If you don't get into any service and if you are ascending, your confidence level will go down. And especially in an online educational system, mental health is very important. You don't have, unlike in a physical class where the instructor can talk to you, you can talk to your other candidates. In online classes, you are all alone. You may be having a group study, you may be doing group study. But what is important is you have to have a faith in yourself. If you have a passion for doing this, you should do it. If you are just doing to while away time, I think you should stop. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your parents' money or your own productive time. Do something that you would like to do. But if you are passionate about working in this government civil service, and if you are willing to work hard, I think there is nothing to stop you. As I said, I came from a rural agricultural community, agricultural background. My parents are really people feel that only children of government servants and educated professionals, they get into IAS. That is not so. Nowadays we find that the background of students succeeding in civil service is very varied. So chances, everyone has a good chance if you have that passion and you're willing to work hard and have that single goal and work. So I would urge you to work hard, and if you have the passion, you please continue. Otherwise, do not waste your time, or then because I find that for many people, studying for civil service is a matter of prestige. Someone said, I am studying for civil service. So that is certainly, if you are not passionate, if you just want to while away time, and because till you do something else, I think it's a waste of time, a waste of your energy, it's a waste of youth. The national the youth energy, the nation is built on youth like in the 20s and evolved. And if so many youth are spending their most productive years preparing for the civil service exam, just to, even if they may not have very good chances, it is a national waste and a waste for have, as I said, passion and dedication. You should have a clear goal, do this, and have a plan B, and get into whatever examination, whatever job you get immediately, so that you have something to fall back upon and you are not a burden on your parents. And your parents, of course, for preparation you will require 1 to 2 years, so you are able to afford it, your parents are able to afford it, so you should make full use of it. Take care of your mental health also, being alone, studying alone in offline, online coaching system. It's quite stressful, I would think. And you do your, I am sure you will all do well. And with the coaching that South Center, IAS Academy is going to give you, you will get a good head start. I would suggest that you do some, also discuss with other candidates, because I find people who have done group study, they have a very good chance, they have better chances because they learn from one another. And it is very rare that, so always it's very good to do group study unless you are very confident of working alone, studying alone. So these are some points that I would like to make. Yes. Because civil service is not all, and many people feel that getting into civil services is road to power and prestige. But if you approach it in that sense, you may not be able to do very well. Think of it as a chance to do good for society, for administration, for government, for your people. And that way I think you will be motivated to do better. Because motivation comes from what you want to do for others. And as a byproduct, if you also do well, that is good. These are some points that I would like to say. I have been seeing the BSC IAS Academy, their work for the last many years, and they are all a selfless group of individuals. They have their own work, but they are devoting a lot of time for all of you, for all candidates, to prepare you for writing the civil service exam and helping you to pass this exam or to get into some other field. They have a very good initiative by coaching you on different aspects, different opportunities, not just civil service alone, which is a very good initiative. So I congratulate the BSC IAS Academy, all the committee members for their excellent and the service that they do to the students. I congratulate all the donors and the supporters for this IAS Academy. It deserves all support from all of us. I am also grateful to Sri R.N. Shastri for contributing his time for the mock interviews, and Sri Bidri for Shankar Bidri also for contributing their time and helping the students in the mock interviews. It's a great service that all of you are doing. I wish you all the best, and I wish all the candidates who are appearing for the main exam best of luck. There is an element of luck also in this, and please do not think that if you do not pass in any examination, whether it be prelims or mains or interview, that you are not. There is an element of luck. Luck can be chance, or it can be for instance, this year, in some years, students who take one optional they score high marks and then they get it. You may not have taken that optional, but those who have taken that optional, they are in that sense, they are lucky to get it. So it all depends, there is a lot of elements, factors that get into it. So do not think that you are worthless if you don't get into and pass at any stage. You can always, you are worth something, you can do something, but because of other factors, you may not have got it. So always believe in yourself and do well. So wish you all the best once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now we have with us CM and Ilavantar. He is the former Vice Chancellor. University of He is also in our mock interview panel. And I also welcome Sri Srinivas Rao Garu, Chairman Managing Director of I also welcome Kamshiv Rao Garu. He is the President of and we have come a long way from Bangalore. Dr. Venkatramaya Garu. He is the group of Bangalore. And he is also our well-wisher community. Sir, please come forward. Now I would request one or two students feedback. I request Netra to give her experience. She has taken her films now. Please come forward. You will be express your feelings.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
I'm very glad to meet all dignitaries present here. Myself, Netravati. I am from Pavagada, Tumkur district. Though I am from a rural area, I am unable to achieve this goal. My aim is to become an IAS officer. It's far away from me that the goal is. And I went, after my education, after my post-graduation, I set my aim to my parents. And they are very supportive. And they said me to go to Delhi. And just I went to Delhi. And they, due to some financial issues and health issues, I came back from Delhi. And after that, I gave up my hope. Totally, I gave up my hope. And then when I met to Dr. G. Venkatramaya Garu. And he supported me and he made me to join this institution. After coming here, there are so many people like me. There are so many aspirants like me who are preparing for civils from rural areas. And most of all, 90% are girls. I am so happy for that. And after this, the coaching in my institution is not at all below the Delhi institutions. It's above that. And the faculty are so supportive. They are 24 hours helpful for us. And after that, from past 2 years, I am the part of BSC IAS Academy. And I gave last my prelims. Last year also I did clear. This year I gave my prelims. I am hoping for the best. And then the classes that they are conducting, the online classes they are conducting this year. After that, they are, whatever we absent for the classes, they are uploading the videos. And we can go through about that. And the weekly test, mock test they are conducting. And we can graph ourselves in that. And the motivation, the chairman Ravi Naidu sir and the members, they are coming here. We are coming daily. The few students are coming here. We are group preparation we are doing. And then after coming here, we are so happy that they are very gratefully welcome us. And the motivation they are giving, inspiration they are giving. And when we are down, the motivations are very important for students. And whatever they are giving, we are hoping for the best. So then and there we fix it okay, rural students also can do it. That is the aim you are giving, sir. Thank you for that. And I am very glad to the BSC IAS Academy. Sure, we'll reach our goal and we'll give best name to the BSC IAS Academy. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Can I also request Manikanta? He is also one of our trainee who appeared for prelims this time to give his feedback.
afternoon all. Welcome all the dignitaries and everyone present here. I welcome all the future bureaucrats and my colleagues to this BSC IAS Academy. Myself, Manikanta. March 15th this year was the day when I met Balaji sir. It was like a torchbearer for me to bring here to this one of the wonderful institute, BSC IAS Academy. I want to say 4 major points which helped me a lot here. One is the knowledge support. The faculties will be available 24/7. We can contact them, we can reach to them at any time via call or WhatsApp, and they will be readily available for us to help. So the coaching is very good here. And the second is the technical support. We have a website of our own, and all the materials will be uploaded on our website, and the recorded sessions of the video lectures will be there around the clock for us. And there will be test series which will be conducted every week, which is very helpful for us for our preparation. So I thank the volunteers who have helped to make this a wonderful website. And the third is emotional support. I am really grateful to our President sir and all the directors and members who come here and they devote a lot of time with us and give an emotional support. As you all know, this journey is not an easy journey. So in our life there will be ups and downs. So we'll lose confidence and we'll be low sometimes. During those days, these people had supported us and they have helped us a lot. So I am grateful for all those people. And the last is the financial support. BSC IAS Academy charges nominal fee, and even this year I got a scholarship. I got 100% scholarship. So this is a very huge thing for me. So as you all know, the fees is very important for students who want to clear the IAS because everyone can't afford high fees. So I am really grateful for this institute and all the supporters who have helped to build this wonderful institute and support our dreams. Thank you. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Manika.
Thank you, sir.
Before we take some messages from our dignitaries, I request our Sankar to give a brief talk on modus operandi of the coaching issues. Sankar.
Recording in progress.
Hello everyone, very good afternoon. Hello everyone, very good afternoon. The honorable guests and all the dignitaries present here. A warm welcome for all of you from BSC IAS Academy. So at BSC IAS Academy, we have a vision, we have a motivation, we have a backup, we have a futuristic goal, so that we are coming out with a very humble and very warm feelings about to make people's, people who are coming from very humble background, their careers very strong. So this was a very, very good initiative which BSC IAS Academy have started with. So I was part of this BSC IAS Academy from past 2 years. So here what we are doing and what we have done till now, as we explained. So this year, we have selected 25 students. We have selected 25 students who have got scholarship, and these 25 students will be part of our online coaching. So we have decided the group of six educators have made a syllabus, and we have cracked down the syllabus and we have converted that into hours. So 720 hours of teaching will be done. So we have an experience of all the educators here have an experience of at least 8 years, and these people with their experience have made a syllabus of our own in lines with UPSC previous year question papers and UPSC syllabus. This syllabus will be taught to the students. So we have morning and evening classes. Morning 2 hours classes will be there, evening 2 hours classes will be there, 4 hours of classes, 5 days a week. After that, on a Sunday, we want to keep our students busy and to revise whatever they have studied in the meanwhile. What we tend to do is we conduct one current affairs classes, Second thing, whatever the syllabus our educators have finished, that syllabus we will convert into MCQ questions on first week. On the alternative week, we will give a mains question. So that in the beginning itself, people will have, students will have how to go about with the prelims examination. And again, we believe that first preparation should happen for mains, so that they will have answer writing skills, because mains is where the marks of the mains is what is important for your ranking. So we believe in that also. So at the early start is always good. So we start with the early answer writing sessions. Every alternate week we'll have one prelims 50 questions MCQs or 100 questions MCQs, and the next alternative week we'll start with answer writing sessions. 10 to 15 questions will be given on the basis of the syllabus what they have covered till now, and that will be revision also, and they will practice also. After that, they can the papers will be collected by the individual educators. These individual educators will correct and give the personal feedback and correct them, improve their writing, and any mistakes they have done, they will be correcting then and there. And other than that, these students can contact us for their betterments of the marks and everything. So like this, our complete course will be for 8 months. So 720 hours, we are dividing every day 4 hours. So we'll have a complete course. We have different faculties coming up, and they will be present, and they're together with us in this process. We are always motivated, young, energetic faculties. We are available for the students 24/7. And most of the faculties know the process by themselves. Let it be from prelims, let it be in the mains, let it be in the interview. They have faced it themselves. And they know the importance of motivation. Because the major thing in this field is you tend to lose motivation. So because it's a long process, at least 8 to 10 months of preparation with the faculty, preparation with the institution, and another 4 to 5 months of self-preparation. After that, 1 year process of the exam. This is a very cumbersome and tiring process. This process needs self-motivation. There are very few people who give you motivation from outside. So we understand as a faculty here, importance of motivation. So what we do is, we keep motivating them in the classes also. We personally meet them whenever they have, and we conduct offline classes once in a 15 days, so that they can come here, discuss with us. They'll have a group studies. As sir has told, importance of group studies. We have created the groups of students. These students will sit here together, they discuss everything. So we are creating that environment for the students so that they have every exposure, whatever required for this exam. And we have made a complete process for this. And the academic year is completely planned for till the last day. After that, what should be done, revision, and what should we do for the prelims. And after prelims, how should we guide them? After that, what is the next step, how to take about. This is about this academic year. One is that side. Other than that, we are preparing students not for just this, we are preparing students for Plan B also. So because we know the importance of our time, energy, what we are putting here, that should not go vain. So because as sir has told, probabilities are very high here. When the probabilities and chances are very high, what we need to do is, we need to prepare students for Plan B also. So once you study for UPSC, other exams will be very easy. So what we have done is, we have small courses. Once they prepare this UPSC completely, if they are from the Karnataka state, we have Karnataka PCS exams, other exams. If they are from Telangana or Andhra Pradesh state or Tamil Nadu state, we are preparing. So we just need another 30 to 45 days extra preparation other than this, which will help them. So we are balancing these two, so that students who enters our BSC IAS Academy will definitely have a career. And we want to give them the best career that everyone knows, that's an IAS officer. But we will be prepared for everything. We definitely want to give them a career. So thank you so much for all of you, and thank you for all the dignitaries who are part of this. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Sanket. Now I request the dignitaries and invitees to give a message or advice. I request
Secretary, lot has been told about what is to be done. He has also told about the type of program they have and the type of initiatives that they are taking, because this is a very difficult exam. And for this difficult exam, the greatest thing which I find is that you must have determination. Don't lose hope. I am a student of Delhi University. I am also a student of Law Study Circle in Delhi, in which I studied. The one thing which is absolutely necessary, which I felt was, as Mr. Bhaskar had said, previously there were only people coming from the elite class. Now there are a large number of people, students who are coming from the rural area and who have a lot of determination. The most important thing is that they should be determined. And this coaching center is helping them to have that sort of determination so that they don't give up hope. And not only this, along with this, the most important thing is the second plan that you have. What happens is, it's not necessary that you get only into the civil service. You may get into any other service, because this helps you to prepare for the interview, for the written exam, for any other competitive exam. And once you have a job, then you have opportunity and you have self-confidence in doing better. I would only say one thing as a last resort: please work hard, don't give up hope, because it is ultimately the determination which matters. And getting into some job or the other, not necessarily into IAS, IPS, you can get into central services also. Large number of central services are also very good. And the promotion aspects, and you get a very good life, because your family life and other respect you get is also very good. So I congratulate the institute for taking so much of interest in these schools. And in the last 2 years, they have done a yeoman service. Not only this, the people who have been supporting, are also, they also should be given a lot of credit. I am thankful that you have given me an opportunity to be involved with this institution. Thank you very much.
I request Dr. Raghavan to give a message.
Dignitaries and also AIT students. I am Dr. M.N. Silvandar, former Vice Chancellor UAS Bangalore. All through I was in education. Looking at this, and also with all the dignitaries, I want to share some things so that we can see how the future India can be. Perhaps you know that we have got the greatest history of more than 5,000 years, but still we are not developed country. 5,000 years. Japan, in the Second World War, was completely smashed with economic smash. Within about 50 years, they became a developed nation. We have spent about more than 5,000 years, we are not able to do it. Then perhaps we might have to, educationists must have to introspect themselves why it is happening like this. That's one thing I would like to indicate to you. And secondly, as far as brain power is concerned, it is the greatest in it. Of course, Japan is the only one country which has got the highest IQ in the world. Intelligent quotient, what is required for competitive examination. It is the highest, but it is the lowest in our country. But one thing I would like to remind you, our brain is not that ordinary thing. First, I would like to tell you, only 5% of the brain is used. 95% is not at all used. If everything is used, I do not know what would happen. With 5% only, everything is happening now. So in that context, India has got the greatest pride of having a greatest innovative ideas. You see, in the spiritual world and other things, even present day modern engineers cannot do such a works our people have done it. Perhaps you know that yellow. If you really know it, then only they will understand. They started planning a temple from the top down to the idol. How it is possible? Not bringing the stones and building it, very different thing. From the stone, top down, to everything into the idol they have planned it. No world, see, you can have it, in future also you cannot have it. Such a intelligence is there in our country itself. Even perhaps you know that zero is given by us. Many of the mathematical models are given by us. In the sense, we have brought the greatest intelligence in the world, provided many people say this population is a liability for us. Population is a liability, but if you convert that population into a real employable person, it will become a greatest country in the world. No doubt about it. In future I see there are two countries which can rule the whole world. One is Japan and another is India. They will become a superpower. So in that context, don't think that you have got lot of intelligence, but only thing you need a best environment to exploit it. We have not done it. See, many people in the Nobel Prize, what they get in America, they are from India. Many for see now Vice President is Indian origin. See, such a potentiality is there in India, but we fail to exploit it. Give environment like this, especially BSC IAS Academy. It is giving an opportunity to the, especially the rural areas who are deprived of higher education. Many people will go to Delhi, many people will go to big places. They cannot offer to spend. So academy, I feel, when I entered this one, I thought that this academy would be a good dent.
Thank you, sir.
For our whole state and also the country. I think it's the best thing.
Thank you, Shriram. I request Rajagopal sir to please give a brief message so that we have to catch up the online classes after that.
Yeah. Respected President of BSC, Mr. Ravindra Nayak Garu, and all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and Mrs. Renka Garu, and our President of the, all the directors from Commerce and all the directors from BSC, and our ex-president is very much here, Mr. Guru Garu. My sincere appeal to the students. The BSC is doing a very good job. They are inspiring everywhere, and their publicity is, they are publishing very freely, going everywhere and telling about the facts, what are the things they are doing. And last week they came to our college, KS group of institutions, KS IT. We have conducted a seminar, and all our students has come. They are inspired very well. Mr. President Ravindra Garu was telling one thing. They are not only doing this, inspiring the people for appearing in IAS, IAS and IPS and whatever the studies, coaching here. They are also doing, I remember, they are giving scholarships. I don't know how they are collecting. Every year they are doing lot of lakhs of rupees for all the poor students. He was telling the poor students in the sense not economically backward, not middle class. The best thing they are doing, fatherless son or a daughter, parentless son or a daughter, is a great achievable moment. I must congratulate on behalf of everybody here that good job they are doing here. Another thing I wanted to tell all our approaching coaching students, with my experience. Another thing, Mr. Bhaskar Rao, the retired IAS officer of our community, and another person, Mr. Shastri, he has also given a lot of advices how to go about, how to approach, the main thing he was discussing before starting this session, Mr. Shastri was telling, the student must have a strong desire. It is very, very important. Along with the inspiration of your parents or your friends or any elders, inspiration is followed by the desire. Just like forward reaction is followed by backward reaction. You must have strong desire to reach the destination. Definitely you will achieve. In this view, even while coaching is going on, even for your future, I am telling, the newspapers are very important for all the students. For every day, just half an hour, you go through the headlines. What is happening in the world? What is happening in the politics? What is happening in the country? It will help you in future. There are so many things come across in Viva. They used to ask where it has happened. What is that? For example, they will ask you, Bin Laden, what is the date of the American Trade Center was demolished? All that questions also will come in Viva. If you want to know more and more knowledge, second thing I am telling you, see, there are TV shows from every language. In Hindi, Amitabh Bachchan was doing that Kaun Banega Crorepati. And in Kannada, now in Telugu, Junior NTR is doing that. Why I am telling all this for the students especially, you will know that you will test your knowledge. There are very, very important questions. And they are getting achieved the answers. So many people, they used to fail. So many people, they used to tell. And you can test your knowledge, whether we know the answer for this question or not. If you don't know, you will know the question. You will know the answer. See, why I am telling, this is when you are developing not only by studies, and you should know what are the general things going on regarding the mythology, regarding the sports, regarding the history and politics. All these things are also equally important, and please, my sincere request, you attend for all these. Definitely you will achieve in future. We must congratulate for the BSc. Already in the second year they have succeeded. 2 IAS students has got achieved, and we are very glad and grateful to them. Even in future, the same thing will be continued. We have our public support and all the elders support for this BSc coaching IAS center. I am very happy and thankful for having given me this opportunity. Thank you one and all.
I also, we have with us Sri Subhashini Garu. She is the Gamma Mahila Bangalore president. You can come back. As he has a internet, Vijay Bhaskar has other commitments to leave. So, with the permission of the people, I will have the honor of giving him the moment. I request Sri Rukumangathan Garu, who is the chairman of the Sri Krishna Group of Institutions, to give a message to the students and the organization.
Respected Chief Guest of the today's program, all the best, all successful persons of our community who are before us. Here, we're all here, from the scrap to they develop very highest positions. We are all success people, we can say, proudly say. We are all succeeded. The young generation, you people also, take us as a role model of us. If you have one should have the aim and goal, strong aim and strong. Look up, aim high. Everyone should look up, aim high. Your aims always will be highest question. What for you are appearing for the IAS examination. IAS examination is your goal. This is not a small goal. It is not a small goal to achieve this one. This is a goal of highest goal. Unachievable goal. You have to imagine, you have to think like that. It is not possible to me to achieve this one. But at the same time, as our Shastri IAS of boss told, confidence, determination is more important. Determination is more important. You have strong determination. No, I have to achieve this one. Whatever might be the thing, I will definitely achieve this goal. I want to become an IAS officer, not this year, or next year, or some other year. I should not leave. Our greatest weakness is giving up. The most successful way of success is just try one more time. Just try one more time. We should not leave in the middle. Whatever the thing, we should not leave. Once the examination you get failed, you should not leave there itself. Again you have to try and try, again and again. Try and try, again and again. You will win at last. Definitely will succeed. No way will lose it. Definitely. As Ratan Tata told, all of us does not have equal talent. All of us does not have equal talent. But rather, there is an opportunity. Rather an opportunity to develop our talent. So we have the opportunity to develop our talent. By born may not be all of us are talented. But in the course of time, you can develop your talent. So, the failure never be a bus stop for the children. Failure never be a bus stop for the children. It is just a checkpoint. It is just a checkpoint for the successful people. To successful people always looking for the opportunities. Successful people always looking for the opportunities. This is how to register your mind. Unsuccessful people always asking what is in it for me. So unsuccessful people, the lazy people, they will say, what benefit I will get it? I don't have any benefit, why should I will try? But the successful people always looking for the opportunities. Any opportunity comes, they will take it to their order. So, a successful person is one who lay a strong foundation. A successful person is one who lay a strong foundation, throwing with bricks, throwing by others. Others people, what they will think, it is not possible, why should I go, why should I do all these things. They have this, the weak-minded. But the strong-minded people, they will build a strong foundation. They will build a strong foundation thrown by others. What the bricks thrown by others, it is not possible to me. What they will expect, what they told, and they disappeared. That thing we have taken up and we made this success. So in that way, education is our passport to the future. Education is our passport to the future. To the future. For tomorrow, it belongs to the people. What we are going to earning IAS belongs today, it belongs to you. But tomorrow, it will helpful to the people. IAS. So that's why it belongs to the people who preparing it for today. We are preparing for you people to serve for the public.